Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Just an unboxing today, not a review, just a first impressions video. We have another Kershaw. I feel like that's just has been like great lately to handle so many different Kershaw knives, because for the longest time throughout 2024 and 2023, I just didn't get to handle a ton. So they've been coming out with some really great stuff, and I'm excited to share this one with you guys. Thanks so much to Kai USA for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and find out what this is. So actually, I say they've been coming out with great stuff. They have been, for the most part. The Kindred? You probably saw the Kindred video before this one. That one had some lockup issues, and hopefully that was just a goof up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out what sort of black magic is keeping me from the contents of this box. You can go to my unboxing playlist and check it out. What is this? What are we looking at here? Aridium RTI. Oh boy, a new titanium iridium. If you're not familiar with the iridium, this is a very, very good Kershaw model. In fact, here in just a moment, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different versions of this. But these special, it's got an OD backspacer. That's cool. I wasn't expecting that. So they come out with special editions of these every now and then. The basic version of the iridium is a D2 in aluminum, I think. It's a great knife, great budget knife, highly recommendable. I'll have all of this linked in the description. But every now and then they come out with a special version of it, and I have actually kept all of them that have been sent to me because I really, really like this model. This one not only sports titanium, but a reverse tanto blade, which is really cool. This is my favorite blade shape of everything that has been released for the iridium. This one in S35VN, which is fine. Truthfully, 20CV, S35VN, whatever. I'm okay with either of those. Personally, I prefer S35VN, the balance of it, over 20CV, but that just comes down to preference. Yeah, this works. This model works really, really well. I don't know that I love the OD green backspacer. I think blue would have, it's just a color preference, right? Blue would have been cool. Nice pocket clip. This model, I have reviewed it completely already, so you guys can check that out, but spoiler alert, I do highly recommend it. I just really like that blade shape, and Kershaw does an excellent crossbar lock. The iridium, at least this version of the iridium, is made in China, and the only thing that I worry about is with these titanium and S35VN Kershaws, they kind of price them like, I get it, it's S35 and Thai, but you have companies like Kaiser and Concept who regularly work with these materials and price their knives down around the 150, 160 territory. So I would like to see this be the same. We can't just say, oh, it's made in China, it should cost $100. No, let's be realistic, right? And look at some of the least expensive true competition out there. So I'm worried that they're going to price this thing up at about 200, which I don't love, right? I mean, it's a cool knife, but you get up there into the 200s, and there needs to be some more special stuff going on, right? Especially when we get up to the 300s. So I would hope this titanium and S35VN, I would hope that they would stick around like 165, but I doubt it. I don't know what the price is as of this moment, but I will have linked it in the description so you guys can go and check it out. I'm not sure. I'm going to get out these other versions of the iridium to show you. One of them is made in the USA. So we have the D2, the standard version of the iridium in the aluminum, and it's kind of that coppery, like that burnt orange aluminum backspacer. But yeah, D2 blade with the, I don't know if you want to call it drop point, spear point, whatever. And then I have a special edition titanium with the same blade shape. This one had a black backspacer and the blue hardware, which I really like. That was the first special edition, I believe. And then I have, truthfully, I think probably my favorite looking version. And I also like the weight on it. This is the exact same thing as this guy, except this is carbon fiber and more of a stone washed finish. The 2038 RCF, made in China, and this one is M390. Pretty cool. And then, do I feel something? No, it was my imagination. And then I have the newest one, which is the Launch Iridium, and this one's made in the United States. I think people will probably point out, you know, that USA one, my guess is that this Launch Iridium probably costs less than the two titanium ones, or maybe even the carbon fiber one, right? Now, the carbon fiber one, the price tag on that one I thought was totally ridiculous. And, you know, if you're wondering, yes, Kershaw or Kai USA sends me this stuff for free. You would think that that would be an obligation to say only nice things. Welcome to the Metal Complex YouTube channel. That's not how that works. Kai USA, I think your prices on some of these are a little bit stupid. Some of these are great, like the budget one is priced really well. And I think the Launch Iridium, the USA one with the aluminum, I think this was like in the around 180, and I don't think that was bad. Now titanium is definitely more expensive to machine. It's more expensive to purchase, and then it's more expensive to machine, especially considering they're contouring it, which is noted, right? So these are made in China. Yes, that brings the cost down, but the fact that they're using titanium here will definitely push it back up. If you were to take this USA made, you know, Launch Iridium and make the frame out of titanium, the price would go through the roof. A lot of people either don't know or simply want to leave that part out of the discussion because it doesn't, you know, it kind of crumbles the pillars, right? So Magnacut Aluminum USA, think it's priced correctly if I remember correctly, around the 180 mark. Aluminum and D2, I think this one's 50 to 60. I also like that price. These titanium ones are not the worst offenders, but I think they're a bit high. Again, pointing directly to other Chinese OEMs it's exactly the same fit and finish. It's exactly the same machining complexity. We're even looking at the same materials in many cases. And a lot of these companies are $20 to $50 less. So I wish that we would see, number one, I wish we would see a constant production titanium iridium and a constant production carbon fiber iridium, but I would like them to be priced appropriately. The carbon fiber is one of those materials that companies constantly use as it's more expensive because it's carbon fiber. It's a little more expensive than something like G10 or, you know, I think even aluminum, but not really. It's not the same thing as you know, machining machining titanium. This looks really nice. It looks gorgeous. They contoured it. It doesn't look like that cheap flat stuff. I do love this one. I think this is my favorite. But I was so shocked to see the price tag, you know. I feel like exactly the same thing here being made in the USA probably wouldn't be that much more expensive than this Chinese one. The titanium ones, however, even when we're just using something like S35VN, yeah, the price is definitely going to go quite a bit up. I just feel like, you know, as someone who literally handles thousands of knives and is constantly paying attention to it, I just feel like I kind of have to, you know, voice my opinion on the pricing here. I love this model. I think it's really cool. I'm turning into kind of an iridium collector, basically, because they send them to me and I decide to keep them because I like the model, right? I wish the prices on some of them would be a little bit better, you know. They'll all be linked. Everything that is available will be linked in the description. You guys can check it out. I'm not sure that a change in blade shape warrants like a totally new review. It's still essentially the same knife. But I recommend the model. I would I would recommend checking out the base version or the US Auto. I think those make the most sense. So anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks again to Kai USA for sending this in. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.